Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
The following article, Fueling the Phone Line, is reprised with permission of Target Marketing Magazine, copyright February 1989.
When a telemarketer scores big with a new business-to-business promotion, you'd hardly expect him to be pitching diesel fuel. But for Terry Jones, owner of the Jones Oil Company, Lincoln, Nebraska, telemarketing and petroleum have proven to be a powerful mix. In 1975, Jones entered the petroleum business as a traditional jobber, selling one brand of oil and gasoline in a small franchise territory around Lincoln. In his first year, Jones had the idea that he could use telemarketing to expand his market share and facilitate the company's ordering process. By the end of 1976, Jones had sold more than 1.5 million gallons of fuel over the phone. By 1980, annual sales had increased to 15 million gallons. This year, Jones will sell over 30 million gallons in 23 states, all through telemarketing. We saw a market niche that no one in the business had explored, and we went with it, says Jones.
Indeed, his firm has captured a national customer base by circumventing the conventional distribution channels that serve petroleum-dependent companies. Most oil is sold by local jobbers who deliver within a 25-mile radius of their locations. They'll usually work for one company, Amoco for instance, and only deliver their products, he explains. Jones Oil works within an entirely different framework. When an order is placed with the company, it will contact a common carrier in the area where the order was made. The carrier immediately picks up the order at a local refinery and delivers it to the buyer. The refinery then bills Jones for the gas, and Jones bills the customer. The entire process takes less than 24 hours. It's basically a matter of a few phone calls, and we can have the fuel on its way to a customer, remarks Jones. The same telemarketers who make the firm's ordering so efficient also serve as a crack sales force. Jones' extensive customer files allow the telemarketers to know exactly how much oil clients have ordered and when they're likely to run out.
The telemarketers are also responsible for turning new prospects into clients. Jones relies heavily on telemarketing lists to get his pitch to the right people. Our lists are critical to us, he says. We don't want to waste time calling a lot of people who don't have the wherewithal or the need for our products. We're looking for the people who are qualified to make buying decisions. Because the telemarketers usually deal with upper-level personnel, they're encouraged to learn the ropes of the petroleum business and familiarize themselves with the needs of specific industry segments. We have a comprehensive training program, says Jones. Our telemarketers aren't allowed on the phones unless we're confident that they know the business. Currently, Jones staffs 25 telemarketers and has the capacity to add 35 more. We expect to grow in the coming months, he says. We feel we have the ability to reach every state in the country once we expand our sales force. Though Jones' telemarketing efforts are unique in the petroleum industry, he feels that telemarketing is a sales method whose time has come. You can sell just about anything by phone now, particularly in the business-to-business format, he says. Fuel is just like any other product, and we're proving that you can make the phone work as a sales medium in our industry.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.